We knew that the Knicks were at least going to make sure that they were going to make this one interesting. That's for sure, because we made every game this season interesting. But what's important is the Knicks won. Julius Randle playing his old squad, dropping 30 points, back-to-back 30s. But Julius Randle with 32 points, 8 boards, 5 assists, and he was a +6 today. Shooting pretty well. Letting us see that baseline jumper. But yet again, we had another Alec Burks night. A night where Alec Burks just looked like he could not miss a single shot in the fourth quarter, but he was the one that closed down. We saw Derrick Rose getting some closing minutes. Unfortunately, RJ Barrett wasn't there for us tonight, but we made sure that we were able to handle business as we won the game 116-106. As you see that nice shot there by Emmanuel quickly, I gave some love right there. But welcome back to the post game here on KnicksFanTV, hosted by your boy CK, the lovely Ashley, and my guy CP number 2, aka Alex. How you guys doing? I gotta throw it up real quick. That's the energy we starting this one off. We won, y'all. We won. Happy times, good times ahead. How are you guys feeling? Like I said, we saw Julius Randle give us another 30-point game. It's like it's the Julius Randle tour. CP left us with the Julius Randle tour this week. We got, his ex-team, the Lakers, his ex-team, the Pelicans. Now he's going back home to play against Dallas on Friday. It's the Julius Randle tour, and so far he's starting off really well. So how you guys feel about tonight?
I'm just laughing.
You go first. Go first, CP.
I'm just laughing at this.
Sorry, Alex, there you go. Get your shine, bro. Get your shine. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. It was a good win from the New York Knickerbockers, man. We just saw them go out, and they did their thing today.
So far, he's
First
starting
half,
off.
kind of looked a little shaky here and there. It was a close game. You thought Zion was just going to bully his way through the New York Knicks and have like a crazy type of victory. You saw him going against 1-on-3, finishing a layup. Then he went 1-on-5. That was just wild, and he finished the layup. But then the Knicks come out in the second half. You see Julius Randle go 5 for 6, going crazy from downtown. Alec Burks starts to come alive, and that's just what we needed, man. This is what we needed to seal the game. And then fourth quarter, we put on the clamps. Only allowed the Pelicans to score 17 points against us. Really big from our team. Taj was playing good minutes. We had everyone just hitting well today. Even Reggie Bullock, Elfrid Payne did a decent job as well with his limited minutes as well.
Right.
So just a solid victory overall for the New York Knicks. Ashley, What about you?
Talk to us, Ash.
Listen, I say it always, and I'll say it again. The captain, Julius Randle of the SS Randle Express, has done it once again. It looked a little shaky in the beginning. It looked like Zion was locking him up. I didn't really know what was going on and things like that. But I will say that, like always, he turns it around, and I don't know if it's the braids. I don't know if it's the Travis Scott meets IQ braid situation he got going on. But this is like Julius Randle 2.0, and it's exciting to see this. It's great to see this, actually, especially in this stretch. Reggie Bullock also 16 solid points from him, and double-digit points from him. He was out there scoring and doing what he needed to do. Taj Gibson had a solid 8. Quiet night from my boy RJ, the 9 God, but everybody, even Jordan didn't have the best of games sometimes. So I'll give RJ a break. He did come through for us a couple games ago with that clutch shot. He's not Randle in terms of that he's going to be day in and day out on that captain save this team train. But I'm just excited to see that this team is in the right trajectory. 4 in a row is a big deal, especially when you are in the last few weeks of the season. That is a big deal. You can't lose these games. We talked about it the other day. We cannot lose the games that you are supposed to win, that you can win, because those games are supposed to be gimmies, because it's only going to get harder. So I'm proud of this team for doing what they needed to do and getting it done. So
Yep, 116-106. The Knicks win tonight's game. And you know what? I forgot to mention it. Again, still getting used to calling another channel. But this is KnicksFanTV post-game show presented by Manscaped. I almost forgot it, but I did not forget. Presented by Manscaped. We're going to talk more about that later on in the show. And also, as we've told you guys on Monday, if you guys are new, you guys weren't here for the Monday show, we are doing all calls this week for this game and the next game on Friday through Discord. So simply just join the Discord. You'll see the link be dropped in the chat probably right now. Join the Discord. Make sure you read those rules and go down and join the voice chat called Lounge. And from there, we will get you on so you can speak to us about how tonight's game went. But yeah, 100%. One big point. Or you can say something? Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to say two things. One,
Hit 'em.
Irod says she was doing a podcast. Did she even see the second half? Yes, I did, because there's an amazing thing. It's called Picture in Picture, and you can do two things at once. It's great. You should try it. Welcome to 2021. It's great here. Join us in the future.
Damn, the shots.
Also, for everybody asking where CP is,
Yeah.
we have.
He's right here. What you mean?
CP. Needed load management this week. He will be back during the weekend, so you
Sunday.
don't need to keep asking where is CP, where is CP. He is going to be back. Don't worry. He's just, getting his Kawhi Leonard on. He's taking a couple of games off. And me, Paul George, and the rest of the crew, we're going to hold it down for him until he gets back. That's to answer the question.
That's the facts right there for sure. But yeah, back to the game. Yeah, 116-106. And I love something that you brought up, and that was somebody that we give a hard time to. And no, not Elfrid Payton. Elfrid Payton got his shine. He failed the Ashley test because we said back-to-back games, how was he going to fare? He played okay, but it wasn't to the level of Monday night's game. But we will give some love to Reggie Bullock tonight, because Reggie Bullock is a guy that I feel like gets a bad rap from Knicks fans as well, in a different sense, because, he just looks elite in the first half, damn near every single game, and then just falls off in the second half outside of his defense. But tonight I feel like he gave us two good halves. Definitely did a good job against Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram did start to cook a little bit in the fourth quarter, but I mean, there's only so much you can do against a dude that big and that long pause. But there's only so much you can do with that. But Reggie Bullock played well tonight. I feel like the others did a good job tonight. There's a lot of it felt like the game was getting a little slow throughout like the second quarter, the beginning of the third, but towards the end of the third, a little bit of the fourth, we saw the team pick it up, both the starting unit and the bench. But speaking of starting unit, we got to talk about RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett didn't have a great game tonight, back-to-back. I won't say bad games, but they weren't the best. They weren't RJ Barrett-type games. 2 for 10 tonight. Only had 6 points. He was a negative 13, still got on the boards with 4 rebounds, 2 steals. He was doing a solid job defensively. But a lot of people were going into this game, myself included, excited to see Zion and RJ go toe-to-toe for the first time since that Summer League game, because Zion missed the 2 matchups, or the one matchup that we had last year. Against the Knicks and the Pelicans, so I was looking forward to seeing that matchup. But RJ Barrett had a bit of a rough game. Luckily, we get that do-over in the Garden on Sunday. But any worries, any thoughts about RJ Barrett's slower game again? Two bad games in a row, especially after his long stretch of games. Do you think he's worn out? Do you think he's just in a little bit of a slump right now? What says you, Alex?
I think it's like a small slump. We saw Julius go through it too after he had his thigh contusion. He wasn't playing like himself. But I think this is just a small slump that we're seeing from RJ Barrett. He'll bounce back. He had one at the beginning of the season, as we saw after they played the Indiana Pacers, right? And he had that poor shooting where he would just only shoot threes and drive to the basket. His numbers were just down. I think he was shooting 20% from 3 at that time. So I think it's just something he's going to have to just work through. It's nothing too serious. It's not. I don't think it's fatigue or anything like that. Players have these type of games, man. They just it's common. No one's going to be on fire every single night. LeBron has his bad games, even though it's very far and few between. And RJ's only a sophomore, so he's still, he's going to learn how to adapt his game. Where it's just, if he's not hitting the 3, if he's not feeling the mid range, he had a decent floor game, and Tibbs decided to go with Burks because Burks was just cooking. If you're going to leave, you could just leave Burks and Bullock out tonight. So I think we would have gotten more RJ if those guys weren't playing, and we would have seen something else happen tonight. But I think it was a combo of RJ wasn't feeling it in the first half. Burks and Bullock were just doing a decent job, but I don't think it's anything to worry about.
Yeah, I agree. But what says you about the 9 guy? Yeah,
you said it perfectly. All players have quote unquote bad games, not their best performance. We've seen this from RJ before. he goes through these periods of time where he has a bunch of really, really good games and he drops a little bit. But then the great thing about RJ, and we speak to it often, is his mentality. It's the way that he can kind of bring himself back to where he was. And, you know, what's happened in the past doesn't faze him. He doesn't get into these mindsets where it's like, I've had 2 bad games. It's the end of the world. He's able to pull himself out of whatever deep part of his mind that he's in that doesn't get him on track for those games. And he's able to bounce back. And I'm okay with him doing it in these games right now, and that you have your teammates who can pick up the slack. Don't do it in the playoffs. Don't do it in a play-in. Don't do it, you know, in the post when it counts.
Yeah.
He'll snap back, though. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
We've seen this from him before.
Yeah, I co-sign with both of you guys. But I'm also going to take it a step further because, you know, everybody want to give Julius a hard time. I've been watching RJ Barrett a long time, big RJ Barrett fan, and I've always been a fan of Fro J. I'm just saying RJ Barrett recently cut his hair. And we talk about Julius Randle and the Fro and the Rose, and ever since all of a sudden he want to go buzzed, and all of a sudden he buzzed the jump shot with it. That's neither here nor there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know, bring back Fro J, but you know, whatever. You know, I agree. RJ will be fine. He'll get past it, whatever. But I missed the Fro, RJ. I missed the
J Fro the equivalent of Frozo's super suit? You guys see The Incredibles? Woman, where is my super suit? Where is my super suit? RJ's looking for the pieces of his hair that his barber cut off.
Man.
His barber right now. Yo, where are the pieces of my fro?
I need it back, bro.
I need the fro back.
Need it
now.
ASAP.
I'm saying, shout out to the Fro J family in the channel. Other people understand what I'm talking about, but yeah, it's all right. It's all right. He'll be all right. I agree with you guys 100%. Like I said, he had a great stretch of games. You know, these games are to be expected at some point. He's 20 years old. He's allowed. You know what I mean? I think people forget that so often that, you know, the NBA players, basketball players in general, they have off nights. He's had 2 of them after having a good stretch of games. He'll be okay. He still did a lot of other stuff. I was surprised, you know, with the defense. He did a solid job defensively, but we needed offense tonight. And we got that from, like you guys mentioned, from Derrick Rose and Alec Burks. So he, you know, sat out that fourth quarter, and I had no problem with it tonight. I thought it was fine. He'll be fine. We'll have another game on Friday where we play the Mavericks, and we'll see what goes on there. But people, like I said, not but like 5 minutes ago, we got about like 400 more people since then. If you guys are looking to call in tonight, we are over on the Discord. Check out the link in the description, in the chat. You'll see the link come up. Make sure you join the Discord, read those rules, and then go on down to the lounge of voice call, and then from there we'll get you in. And we have 2 calls that are on the way. We'll get to them in just a second. But first,
also, guys,
talk to him.
Not to cut you off, CK,
no, you're good. You're good.
Also, guys, there is almost 800 people in the chat. I know CP is not here. We got Greek CP holding it down for him in his spot. I'm still because we are holding down the fort. Unlike some other shows and other podcasts, when the leader goes out for load management, the team doesn't stop. We still got to pick up the points. We still got to play the game. The schedule doesn't wait for us.
Nah.
So I need you to show your appreciation for that dedication, that commitment, that perseverance, that teamwork makes the dream work type energy, and hit that thumbs up for us. And stop being stingy because we're here for you. We are 4 in a row. Let's get lit, turn up, celebrate, and
fun.
Hit that thumbs up.
4 in a row. 4 in a row. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So speaking of which, I do want to read some super chats because we got some super chats early on right now, and I want to read what they have to say. Starting off with the first one of the night coming from Ronald Hansley Jr. If I said your name wrong, I'm so sorry. But he says LaMelo was on the bench having more fun. I think you meant Lonzo. You got to get the name of our future point guard right, bro. Lonzo was on the bench having more fun watching his team lose than Steve Harvey had watching Earth, Wind, and Fire Isley Brothers versus Battle. Think he enjoyed watching us play? # make the call for Lonzo Ball. Oh, that's a bar. I like that. I still like Zoda NY, but I like to make the call for Lonzo Ball. Oh, that's pretty clean. Even though you start off with LaMelo, but yeah, that's a good take right there. I like appreciate the $9.99.
Enjoying the view of his new team, though. I really hope that he liked what he saw.
Yeah, he was sitting back enjoying it. Yeah, I hope he did too, and I hope he can see where he can help us because we would have loved to use him tonight. Shout out to Feliciano Media Company with $5, just dropping a nice little GIF with a pair doing some weightlifting, saying keep it up. We appreciate you. And you knew we weren't going to make it too far without getting one of these. Stevens dropping us $4.99. Appreciate you. He said Peyton was back to form tonight. with the eye roll emoji. It didn't take long. We knew it was coming. I thought Ashley was gonna attack me today because she called me
the X always goes back to his original behavior.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Flex knows what I'm talking about. That's why he's shaking his head. He knows.
Look,
we all
man.
know.
I wouldn't say we all know. I was just hoping that some positive energy would make him carry it over, but it didn't work. I tried though. But come on, bro, give us some more than that. And let me read one more before we hit our boy Angel, who is the first caller of the night. We got Lloyd Barkers with $5. Appreciate you, Lloyd. He said, "This is why teams carry 12 players. People need to chill out when a player has a bad game. Thank God for Burks' heroism in the fourth quarter." Facts. That's what I'm saying. We're so good with we have a deep team that we don't necessarily go too deep with, but that being said, our bench has been so good for us all season long, and in moments like this we can rely on our bench when they're not too gassed. Like Derrick Rose was able to close out the game today, and Alec Burks, who was on fire in that fourth quarter. It's really important for us to rely on these second unit players who have actually been playing well for us this year. So I agree with you on that. Even though we will not go 12 players deep, that's just not the typical way.
Update for all my fellow Knicks fans: the Nuggets currently lead the Heat 60-49 at halftime. For those of you who don't know, if the Heat lose tonight, the Knicks slide on into that number 6 spot. So make sure you're keeping a look at that game. And in case I don't see the score, make sure you guys are keeping us informed on what's going on that front, because we need to know.
Yes. The Heat right now are currently 28-26. They lose that one, they will go down to 28-27, and we are 29-27. So that'll put us up, I think, half a game or whatever that math is. But we will go up into that 6th seed, and they will sit down at the 7th seed at least for a few games. So yes, keep an eye on that one, and as well keep an eye on that Dallas game, because Alex is over there praying for that Jalen Suggs pick. He's hoping that there's still a chance for us. So. We got so we got to pay attention to both of those games tonight behind the scenes. But we're going to go to our first caller of the night. First caller, a very known caller. He calls himself the GOAT Simp himself. I go by the nickname of Smooth. We got Angel coming in for this first call. Let me get him in here. Angel, what is good? Angel from Philly. How you doing, bro?
Yo, CK2K, what's good, bro?
What's good, Smooth? How you doing, bro?
Yo, what's going on, Alex and my queen, mi amor, ¿cómo está?
Hola, papo, bien, ¿y tú?
I'm good. Hey, listen, man. Before I get to my points, man, it's a real good day. I done got me some free Longhorn today. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely gotta show them some love. And you know what I mean? I was really, I really wanted to see Archery go off, man. I was really looking forward to it. I think you guys said something about, how do you feel about his slump? I mean, we all know, like, all great players go through, games like this. So I'm not really too worried about RJ. I would like to see him shoot the ball more, even when he doesn't have it. Because I just think that he's such a star in the making that, I don't want to just see him shoot 10 or 13 times a game. I think he's way better than that. So I just want to see a little bit more aggression. But, first things first, man, shout out to, Julius Broadway bully Randall. He dropped 32 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yes, sir.
It's looking real good right now. The fact that we're about to, move into that 6th seed, obviously you got to keep winning. But, we got some winnable games coming up, and I'm really impressed with how we played. I thought offensively tonight, I thought we played really good. We hit 17 threes. That caught me off guard. And we only gave up, I think it was 6 threes, to the Pelicans. So I thought that was great team defense. And, I thought when it came down to it most, though, in that fourth quarter, we were struggling, controlling the paint. We gave up like 50 points in the paint. But then, we only gave up 6 in the fourth quarter. So I thought that was really, really clutch. And then, Alec Burks, man, I mean, this guy dropped 21 points. He had 16 in the second half. And, I thought he closed the deal, also with Julius Randle. And we were able to come away with the win. And, it's looking real good, bro. I'm excited. I'm hyped. I'm just happy that we won.
Yes, sir.
And, we got Dallas coming up, and I want this Dallas game, man. I want this game so bad. I just, I just want to smother it in Porzingis' face. I'm still mad about that one that we lost. So, but it's looking real good. And, once again, thank you guys for taking my call. Appreciate you guys. To my queen, keep doing your thing. I support you 100%, and you look great, by the way. And you guys have a good night. Have a good night.
Appreciate you, bro.
Man.
Angel in top form tonight, but he brought some good points. I mean, we did kind of talk about this in the last show. The Pelicans are not one. I think they're the worst team at perimeter defense, because we did get a nice 70. We were 17 for 33 tonight as a team, which is 51%, 50 something like that. Math, please. Which is really good for us. But the points in the paint were to be expected, especially when we heard that Nerlens Noel was going to be out for us tonight, and when Zion Williamson is, Zion Williamson, that's predominantly where a lot of his points are going to come from. So those two things I was expecting, but the fact that we were making them was the biggest part. So definitely something we took advantage of, and it helped us out late. But yeah, to his point, like he said, I really want this Dallas game. I don't know about you guys. I really want this Dallas game. I don't want KP getting any more respect over us. Or not, he ain't getting no respect from me, excuse me, any more games on us. There we go. But yeah, we need this one on Friday. I can't see him win again.
Absolutely.
Just
we need
based off the principle of we should have had one on them already and we didn't, and it was just a cluster. It's a family show, so I'm just gonna say cluster. It was a cluster, and I don't want, I do not want Porzingis having any bragging rights when it comes to the New York Knicks. Other teams, cool, not us, no sir. So yeah, we definitely gotta get this dub on Friday, even if it weren't in the middle of a playoff push and trying to get, a good seating position. I just want it for the bragging rights. I just want it on principle alone. That's the necessity of it.
And that
So
draft pick too.
Facts. Factual facts. So I mean, come on.
Oh my God, we need to take them down this Friday, because that last game we had against them, that was just putrid. We couldn't do anything offensively once the second half came around. It was just brick city. And what's weird is that we actually swept them last season.
I know.
I would say with a worse roster.
Yeah, right.
that just confuses me. So we got to get this win this Friday.
Shout out to
no
Mook.
question about it.
Shout out to Frank. Yeah, that was it's just the energy was just different, and also we had the energy of the Garden in that first game too, which was was popping for us last year. Even though we didn't get that in the first game, even though we had some people, it wasn't to the same effect. But yeah, definitely need this one for so many reasons, and the number one reason we all know is we don't want that tall guy to have just anything over us. If he's 1-3, that's better than 2-2. So yeah, give me that 1-3 for right now. I'll take it. But like I said earlier, if you guys are new to the chat, or if you guys are still trying to figure it out, we are doing our calls tonight through Discord. As you heard, we just had our first call from the GOAT simp himself, Smooth Angel from Philly. And he did it the way that I'm trying to tell you guys right now. Hit that Discord link in the chat right now. Make sure you check out those rules. Join the lounge, which is the audio call. And from there, you will possibly come on here and talk to us. And also, too, if you guys didn't already know, this show is sponsored by none other than Manscaped. You see it? Manscaped. So make sure you go over to Manscaped. There it is. See, right on time. You see the Manscaped came up right next to it. Look at that timing right there by CK. Manscaped.com/Knicks. You can get 20% off of your next purchase, whether it is this lawnmower, whether you go get yourself some grooming stuff, lotion, soaps. There's a lot of options on there. There's a nice little tote bag.
Oils.
Yes. All of serums. So what kind of
serums? Oils,
there was
lotions. Make it a party. It's
you keep saying that. What does that mean?
I just feel like people are getting vaccinated. If that's what you're into, obviously we're not going to push that on you. But the world's opening back up. It's going to be summer soon. Bathing suits, vacation, and nobody wants extra hair. So if you have a special lady in your life, what is a better trust exercise than having her, give you a shape up and then oiling you up afterwards? I mean, it's just an idea. I'm just here to help you. Let me help you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'll take look, as in the words of the OG CP, to each their own. I'm just gonna leave it at that. To each their own. Because I look like we always like to mention, there's that little light that's there, And, you know, some of you guys might be feeling real ballsy, no pun intended, and shaving in the dark. To each their own, man. To each their own. But yes,
the chat's not liking my suggestion at all. You guys obviously don't trust the people that you are with.
I'm just saying it's a ballsy choice. You know, again, no pun intended. It's just a very ballsy choice to have her be like, all right, here, honey. Okay, no, don't mess up. Like I don't know if I don't know if I'm there for all that, but anyways, yeah, appreciate you. We're at 1,000. So you heard Ashley Moss earlier on. We're at 1,000, but the likes just don't add up. Actually, talk to him. What's going on with these people? It's 1,000, but we only have 300.
We're over 1,000 people in here. We're holding down the fort for CP. We got Greek CP in the building, Gyros, all that good stuff included. I got CK in the middle. I'm holding it down on my end. We're putting up as many points as we can. We're trying to get ourselves into the playoffs, okay? It's not easy. We're missing one of our franchise players. Yeah. He's on load management. Well-deserved, but coming at the wrong time. But look, we are holding it together. We need you to cheer us on. We need those MVP chants in the crowd. So our MVP chants include the hitting that thumbs up button. So hit it up, because what we could have done was just not done the show while CP was out. But we're not going to do that because we're winners. And winners play. So, thumbs up.
Those are all factuals for sure. Let me read some more super chats real quick before we continue the show on. We had Chunk Norris.
What did I say? Gyros? It's Euro. What did I say?
Euro.
I thought I said Euros.
Gyro.
I did. I made the same mistake yesterday too.
I'm sorry, Gyro. My fault.
Euro. Come on, guys.
Oh, Euro. Sorry. It's my fault.
I'm just going to leave it to y'all, man. I ain't even going to try it. But we had Chunk Norris here with the $5 saying that Knicks Fan Network. That's right. That's what we going for over here. Shout out to Jacob Carlson who just hit us with the $10. No message there, but we appreciate the $10. Now, we have another caller. We're going to go over to him right now. See if he moved up. He did. This one is Mansa Kuro. Oh, I hope I did not butcher your name, but Mansa, what is good? Let us know how you feeling. Welcome to the show. How you doing?
Yo, what's good? At CK Vanilla CP Alex.
Vanilla CP. That's the one. I don't know. That might be the one.
Oh man,
I like it.
First time caller. Honestly, subscribed to the show at the start of the season. Actually, something about me just trying to find my community of Knicks fans, because the Reddit page for the Knicks is a little crazy sometimes, but you know, found my place here, loving it so far. So I just want to talk about RJ real quick, his game or lack thereof these past 2 games. I ain't stressing out about it.
That's what I'm talking
about. I trust RJ. I feel like RJ, you know, sometimes he has those games where he might like slip back, he might be a little quiet, but you know, as long as we have our other players kicking up, doing what they got to do, RJ, when he's slacking, he's slacking. Let's hope it doesn't become a serious pattern, all that. But
yeah,
loving what the Knicks got for us this season. Been a Knicks fan since I was about 2 years old, 25.
Sheesh. Love it.
You know, it's been a whole lot of ups and downs with a whole lot of downs, honestly. But we still riding high, and I'm hoping that one day I get to experience some Knicks playoff basketball again, because the last time I did, I was maybe 4 or 5 years old, give or take. So at this point, I just want to see the Knicks in the playoffs, whether it be an 8th seed or by some unfortunate chance we end up in a play-in. I don't care. I'd love to see the Knicks come in at an 8th seed, because whether we win a series or not, it's just the fact that this is the right direction that we want to see. We want to see our young guys get into the playoffs. We want to see them get that experience in the playoffs. You know, we don't want them to just suddenly, go back to tanking. And that's why I'm tanking in basketball never makes no sense to me anyway. 14% chance, if you have the worst record in the league, that don't make no sense. So stay the course, stay competitive. I'm going to get back to this paper I'm supposed to be writing, because I asked for an extension and I pushed that back.
Yeah, you better get that done, bro. Yeah. Have us in the background, but get that paper done. Appreciate you, though, man. Good first call. Hopefully it's not the last one, man. Appreciate you, man.
Definitely. Take care, y'all.
You too, bro.
I feel really old. He said the last time he saw the Knicks in the playoffs, he was 4.
Yes.
Where was he in 2012?
That's what I was going to say. I think he left
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, the math didn't add up there on that one.
That young, then I feel really old. Like, because I'm sitting here like, I'm pretty sure we made the playoffs like 3 years in a row with Melo. Like, I'm a little confused. Like, how old is he? Is he like 10? Like,
I think
he's a prodigy.
Yeah, he's a young prodigy. Yeah, because he said he's been a Knicks fan since 2, and then last time they were in playoffs he was 4. So that means
he's writing a paper.
That's a deep voiced young little man. I'll tell you that right now. But I don't know. I don't know if that math.
He may be thinking about like the finals and not the playoffs. Maybe he meant to say finals. Because if last playoffs he saw he was 4, then I want to quit the show right now. I'm old. Like, I don't want. Oh, he said he was 25, so he was born in. Help me with the math. 96, 97. Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I got in trouble for my math in last show. So
okay. He had to met 99 then. He had to met 99.
I think he was just trying to push the effect a little bit more, make it feel even more vital that we need to be in the playoffs this year. I think that's all he was trying to do. We got what he meant. You know, just slip in memory. It's all good. Appreciate that first call though, Monster. But yeah, he did bring up with RJ Barrett. We talked about RJ Barrett already. Like we said, you know, we're not too worried about him. You know, the shooting numbers, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, I feel like I feel like if we get another one of these games, we're going to have those haters come out of the woodworks, and then we're going to have to hear about that. I'm not saying that it's going to affect me. It's not going to affect me at all. But at the same time, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because we saw RJ Barrett play well against Ja Morant, had a little bit of rough one tonight against Zion Williamson. It's just always going to be that comparison of the top 3 of that draft. But I feel like RJ Barrett's just going to be held to a higher standard. Like I said in my last video, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's because he's a Knick. I don't know if it's because I don't know what the case may be. But do you guys think that is something that's just going to carry over RJ's head like this throughout his entire career? Like anytime he has a slump like this, he's just going to continue to get bashed even more because it's the Knicks? Or is it just because the energy of RJ Barrett? Like what do you think it is? Because I feel like when RJ Barrett has a bad game, it's everyone's going all in except for like sensible fans like us. Like it's like RJ Barrett can't do this. I've been telling you all da. So you think it's the Knicks jersey? You think it's a little bit of him? Like what do you think it is, Alex? Do you have an answer on that one?
I think it's a combo of a little bit of everything, in all honesty. I think people just like to be right and be like, oh, I didn't have him that high on the draft because he wasn't that athletic. He didn't have that great of a shot. Now he's starting to come around. And I think it's more people want to just be right about a draft pick than just saying, okay, I was wrong. Let's move along. I hope he has a good career. I think that's part of it. And I just think people just like to come out and troll when he has a bad game because he is on the Knicks, and people just like to clown the Knicks like it's just a lazy narrative saying, oh, well, he's on the Knicks, so the Knicks are bad. The Knicks haven't done anything since Melo, and they didn't, and yada, yada, yada. They can't draft well. And so they just want to just add fuel to the fire of just making a lazy joke. So I think it's
Alex, turn your mic up real quick. Sorry. So they
can you hear me?
Some people said they couldn't hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
How about now? Where you at? Who's mobile? But no, I think it's a combination of both where they just want to they can't accept the fact that he's a good player and he's just going to take time to develop. Yeah. And at the same time, people just like to make that lazy narrative. I think those are just the 2 big things that come with RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I think, and you know what? I'm excited for the day where, and you're already starting to see it, where the narrative of, oh, he plays for the Knicks or the jokes about the Knicks, they're starting to get old and irrelevant. Like it wasn't funny if you were a Knicks fan, but at least you could understand the smoke a couple seasons ago, last season even. But now the Knicks are the real deal, and they're going to be the real deal for many seasons to come. So the jokes are not going to fly anymore because now you're going to have to respect us. We're not the same team we were last season. We're not the same team we were seasons before that. I know everyone's on the Brooklyn Express and they're like, rah, rah, Brooklyn. But when the Knicks are in totality and they're complete and they start really making runs and they start really getting consistent in those runs, put some respect in our name. I want the respect now, but I can understand why people are a little bit apprehensive because we've exceeded expectations and we still do have a lot of holes in our team and what we need. I got that. If you don't want to give us our respect right now, cool. You're a hater, but cool. But when it comes next season, the season after that, when you start seeing that free agents are taking the New York Knicks seriously, where you start seeing the big names want to come back and play in New York, when you start seeing that we're not the same pushover team, that when you come to New York and play, you're going to get a fight because we're the New York Grits, not just the New York Knicks. I want the jokes to stop. I want the narrative that all these media outlets are pushing, like, oh, the Knicks are the lesser team in New York. No, the Knicks have always been in New York. We've always been here. We've always held this territory. We've always held it down. Yeah, we've had some rough patches, but we weren't in Jersey and then came here and was trying to, to be the big man on campus. We've been here, and we've been here since day one. So give us our respect. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
That's a fact. Speak to him. That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't worried about it. It's just I feel like it's funny how like they just come out of the woodworks as soon as he starts to do anything. But yeah, it's just something I wonder because I just feel like we heard all of the praise and everything coming into the draft. RJ Barrett is going to be this kind of prospect. It might not happen right away, this, that, and third, but he's built for the NBA. And once he got drafted by the Knicks, all of a sudden all these people backtracking on some of their takes and leaving them off of lists and stuff like that. But I think a combination of both of what you guys said, from Alex talking about those blog boys that wanted to be ahead of the game, talking about he couldn't shoot, he slowed down Zion, and this, that, and the third. So when he has those bad games, they're the ones that come out and they're the loudest of everybody else. And to Ash's point, like anytime it has to do with the Knicks, and the Knicks are slumping on something, and it's because of one of our players that we're so excited about, they're gonna take that opportunity to point and laugh. But let them keep laughing. Let them keep laughing because I think this kid's gonna be just fine. 20 years old. I'll take these few bad games this year in a heartbeat for how well he's played overall for this season. So I ain't worried about it at all. Whether it is a jersey or whether it's a player, like he said so many times, he's built for this and he'll be just fine. I ain't worried about him.
And also, I want to say when the Nets become irrelevant in a few years from now, because it will happen, because you got a team of 3 guys who are not going to play together for the rest of their career.
Yep.
If they don't retire, they're probably not going to. The team's just going to disperse.
Gone.
All the people who were Brooklyn Nets fans when your team is trash and the New York Knicks are running the city and we're winning playoff series and we're going to conference finals and we're going to finals, there's no room on the bandwagon for you. You cannot come here. No. You can't sit with us. Remember where your alliance lied when things were still in development, and when things get sweet, you can't sit here. You can't come and kick it with us. You're not welcome. Stay in Brooklyn. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Let him know.
Tell him.
Let him know.
Talk to him. But welcome. Yes, this is the post-game show, KnicksFanTV, presented by Manscaped. If you guys haven't already, make sure you join that Discord, join the lounge chat, and we can get your call in. You can speak to us. And right now, I want to hit some of these super chats real quick because you guys have been firing them off, so I want to read them as we go here and there. And we're going to start off with none other than Chuck D himself. Shout out to Chuck D. Throw those PEs in the chat. You know what it is. But Chuck D dropping $19.99, $20. Appreciate you, Chuck. Always love your support, man. He said, yes, the system is being realized. Team is about when a player is off, it's replaced with role and energy. Facts. Taj has been so key. CK, Ash, Alex have been seamless with the coverage. Salutes, LA, New Orleans. Now Julius gets revenge going home. Facts. Facts upon facts. Appreciate the support as always, Chuck D. Hit those PEs in the chat for the guy. Let's go over to Mark. Mark, you know who you are. I ain't even gonna pretend to attempt your last name, bro. There is 10 too many letters for me to try and read. But Mark, I appreciate that $5. He said, great win for the Knicks. First 4-game win streak. Great step. I know RJ is in a slump, but hopefully he breaks out versus Dallas. We need his production. I'm not ready to call it a slump. He is slumpish right now because it's been 2 games. But yeah, he could probably get right out of it, right into Dallas, and we should be okay. But yes, 4 games in a row. That's right. We have the potential to keep it going. I mean, Dallas is a winnable game. I feel like the Pelicans, again, in New York is a winnable game on Sunday. I feel like this is something that we can ride, especially knowing the schedule that we have coming up that we were talking about yesterday here in a few weeks. So, try to get all these wins that we can, and maybe we can. I don't want to be the one like, CK said, and I ain't going to jinx it. So 4 games in a row. Let's see what happens with the next 2. I'm going to leave it at that. But with that being said, we're going to our next call. This is Sam. Sam, what is good? Welcome to the show. How you doing?
Oh, what's good? How you guys doing tonight?
We're good, Sam. How you feeling, bro?
Well, how you doing?
I'm happy about this win. That's how I'm feeling.
Love that energy.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about just IQ. He hit, he's sort of hitting a wall, defense is starting to read him more. It's getting tough for him. But what's nice to see about this team is how you see the young guys blossom. And I just really want to make a point of that deep three that IQ pulled today near the logo. That's scary to see from a rookie, and it's only going to get better from there. So I know some people are concerned about his floater and him not getting the minutes, but you're looking at I'm looking at the stats right now. The only times that he's been like really successful is when he gets 17 plus minutes. Recently, he hasn't gotten that. In Memphis, he got that 30 minutes and he dropped 20 points. So, what do you guys want to see from IQ, in the future coming up so that he could be more of an effective player? Because I know his role model is Lou Will, but I want to see him get that mid-range. If they run like one of those snake screens for him, hit that mid-range shot like they do for Chris Paul, I think he could be deadly. And that's all I gotta say.
No, I love that. It's good stuff. I appreciate you, Sam. Yeah, that's a good point. Completely forgot to talk about Quickly, but like he said, Quickly only played 10 minutes today, and to be honest, I think he did good in those 10 minutes. It's just I feel like Derrick Rose and Alec Burks just were playing well. It's the same effect to what happened with R.J. Barrett, even though R.J. Barrett was having a bad game. I feel like just Derrick Rose and Alfred Payne, Lord have mercy, Alec Burks were playing the way they were playing. That I just think the minutes weren't there, but. To Sam's point, Emmanuel Quickly hit a very confident three because it was off a pass from Derrick Rose at the top of the key, and he didn't even think twice about it. He hit that thing from almost the wing of the Pelican, and I think it was the second quarter, third quarter. I remember what quarter it was, but it was definitely very vital. But to his point, the minutes have been going down for Quick. The play it's like we've talked about. He's hit the wall a little bit. But at the same time, I still feel like he has been useful in the moments that he's gone. Like I think tonight he was he played very well for us. What were you guys thinking, Alex?
Yeah, I think IQ had I think he had a good night tonight for the limited minutes that he had.
Yeah.
That was the second quarter they hit that 30-footer, which was just insane, just that crazy pull up. But IQ's gonna get his minutes where Tibbs feels like he's confident enough to have him out there and he can play his complete game. IQ only has a floater. He only has his three-pointer right now. He's not that diverse. He's taken few and far between mid-range jumpers, and teams are already know what to do. They can just double team him. He's been okay getting out of double team, passing it out of double teams. So his will look for the right matchups to play him. Grizzlies was one of those matchups where he could play him and utilize him, and he saw that he had it cooking that game where he was just dropping threes, attacking the lane really well, putting up his floaters. Tonight, you had Burks, Bullock, Rose, everyone else going, so you didn't need to have him out there, and his minutes are going to be in flux all the time. I like what he said, though, to get in that snake dribble and getting the mid-range going, because I feel like once he gets that going, then he's going to be even more lethal on the court. And that just takes time, He's only a rookie, but for what he's doing as a rookie right now, it's very promising, and you can only be happy about it. Ashley, what do you think about IQ?
No, facts. I agree with everything that you said. You have to also remember he was a steal. Like he was a sleeper. You got him for a lot less than what he was probably worth. So you just have to have patience in that aspect. I think he's shown a lot of what he can do, and it's just part of also having the patience to develop rookies and to develop young players. Once the tape is kind of out on you, it's up to you as a coach, and it's up to the vets on the team to kind of help the rooks and the young guys to elevate their game, to keep the defenses, to keep other teams just constantly guessing. And that just comes with experience. That just comes with the reps. That comes with, having people mentoring you and kind of instilling certain things in you. So it's not like a cause to sound the alarm. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, what can I get for IQ in the draft? Like it's fine. It's part of the progression of a young player. And I think for what we got him for and what he's shown so far, I'm perfectly okay with where he is at this moment in time.
Yeah, completely agree. It's just like anything else. Like we're playing with house money, like she just said, he was a steal in this draft. He was drafted 25th overall, and this guy is top 5 in rookies right now in the rookie ladder. I don't know where it's been updated, but for the majority of the season, that's where he's been. And yeah, he has plenty of time to add those aspects to his game. Because yes, if this kid has a consistent mid-range jumper to what the already crazy offensive arsenal he has right now, look out. Like we all talk about the facilitating. We would love to see him add that. But look, if this dude adds that type of shot, that type of man, that'd be insane. So let's see. But it's early. Let's see what happens. There's so much more to see. I think people, especially when they play as well as Emmanuel Quigley has played this season, they think that that's who he's supposed to be forever now. That's just who it is. Regardless if he's a rookie or not, no, he's allowed to have these lumps and bumps. But tonight, where he only played 10 minutes, I think he did a good job with those 10 minutes. So I'm looking forward to see what he does long term for sure.
Absolutely.
Everybody, hit that thumbs up for us, please. And also, 1,100 people in this chat, almost 1,200 people. Drop your cities, drop your countries, drop your location, drop your pin. Drop the Addy if you want me to pull up. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. You don't know what you just did.
I'm kidding about
it's
the
too
Addy.
late. It's too late. It's too late.
I'm kidding about the Addy, but for real, drop your cities, drop your location so we can go ahead and shout you guys out throughout the show.
Yes, sir. While we wait for those, I'm going to read a super chat here real quick, and then we're going to shout you guys out in the chat. Starting off with another perfect time, another with my boy Angel Smooth himself, dropping $10. Appreciate you, Angel. He said, hey, yo, CK, I need you to put your smooth game to LeVar and get Lonzo here, and that hat is fire. Appreciate it. Hey, Ash, what's a vacation trip you want to visit that you haven't been to before? And Alex, did you decide on a name yet? Those are beautiful questions right there. Appreciate the hat comment, but we'll go to Ashley first. Vacation spot that you haven't been to before. Where are you trying to go to, Ashley?
I want to go to the Maldives.
See, I don't even know where that's at. That's fancy to me. Where even is that?
I believe it's in like the South Pacific.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or Fiji.
Okay, for sure. So Fiji, the Maldives, and what was yesterday, Alex? It was spaghetti, right? So we adding on to
spaghetti and meatballs.
Right. So again, just as long as me and Alex can tag along, like we cool. That's all we're asking for. We're asking for too much. We don't even need to be near y'all. Just as long as we tag along with y'all. But yeah, Alex,
economy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We'll take it. But shoot, put us in the cargo. We with it. It's fine. We'll play cards in the cargo. We're good.
Of course. You know what, Ari? I'm banning you from the chat. Ari's been saying all chat that I've been drinking. I have not been drinking, Ari. The only thing I'm drinking is kombucha. And also, you have been. Obviously, he's like, the Maldives are really nice. Ari, is there any place you haven't been? Like, you're out of control. I hate you.
Ari's been all around the world. What you mean, man?
God.
The question of the night, though, Alex, man, have you chose your name yet? You've been throwing so many different names. I think the new one tonight was the Vanilla CP. Which one? CP Light was the favorite yesterday. I'm not gonna
hold you. That's fine.
How you feeling?
That was good. That's up there now. CP Light is definitely ahead of all.
I like that one too.
CP Light.
So it's a battle between CP Light and Vanilla CP. It sounds like okay. You got till Friday to figure it out, and then when we see CP, we gotta have you guys battle it out. We'll figure it out. But in that time, we did get some of you guys in the chat. So we're gonna shout some of you guys out. I want to start, and look at y'all. Ooh, okay, we got everywhere. A lot of New York, a lot of New Jersey. I see Natalio Gonzalez saying from Dykeman, New York. That's what's up. I see Martin Villanueva saying White Plains, New York, New York. Pseudonym, oh boy, Pipe. I'm so sorry if I messed it up, but from Asia, that's what's up. Welcome. We got another one from Southeast Asia. ET, phone home. I see you. We got Alex F from Adelaide, Australia. Is it Adelaide? Actually, no, you hit it. Take it, Ashley. I'm sorry. Don't let me step on your toes. Say Adelaide, Australia. Say with your accent.
Good day, Australia.
Yes. That was actually good. That was a solid one. I'm gonna give you that one. I'll give you that one. I've been
watching a lot of Crocodile Hunter. Rest in peace.
There you go, Alex. What you thinking about that one? Oh, we got two Alexes. Adelaide Alex. Yeah, Adelaide Alex. Let me know what you think about Ashley's impression there. Let me see. Looking at see anybody else? Yeah, a lot of New York. We see Eric from Brooklyn, New York. I love it. Yeah, I'm seeing. What are you guys seeing? What you got? Who got next? Go ahead.
Shout out to Freeport. Shout out to Baldwin. Shout out to Roosevelt. Shout out to Oceanside. Going on in the house. Shout out to Brooklyn, of course. BK all day. Shout out to Dirty Jersey in the building. Let's see. Shout out to North Dakota. Oh, I think who's from North Dakota? I think the only person I know who's from I don't know him, but the only person who's from North Dakota. I want to say Carson Wentz is from North Dakota. I think.
He went to school there. I don't know if he's from there. He might be.
I thought he was from Fargo. Isn't that in North Dakota? I could be wrong.
So maybe, yes. I think he's from out there then.
Yeah. And shout out to Harlem, the Dominican Republic. Shout out to Queens. Shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to all of New York City.
That's what's up. What you see, Alex?
Shout out to Rockland County, New York. Shout out to Spring Valley. All right. The 845 up in here. We got Upper East Side. We got Dykeman. We got Worcester, Massachusetts. The only reason I know that is because I live out here. We got East Orange, New Jersey. Clark, New Jersey. All right. What else we got? Oh, we got someone from Toronto, Canada. Oh, that's Iller.
Iller. What's good, Iller?
I don't even know how to pronounce that. Wasaga Beach, Canada. Is that it? And Chicago. We got France in here. And we got Southside. So where's Southside where? Southside Chicago? Southside what? What Southside are we talking about?
He's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Right. Don't worry about it. Yeah, shout out to all you guys. And then
it could be the South Side. It could be the South Side of Pittsburgh. That's where Aaron Donald rocked somebody in a bar.
Man, that poor dude's face, bro. Oh my god.
Sidebar. I know it's not basketball related. Did you see that poor man's face?
Oh man. Yeah, his whole face. He just looked. Yeah. Destroyed.
I want to know. I just want to know briefly, and then we can go back to Knicks talk. I just need to know, what do you do to get beat up like that? Like what transpired? What was the sequence of events? I need the footage. I need like an eyewitness account, because that's not a regular beatdown. Like that was.
We got no information yet, right? We didn't get any details on what happened, because that's what I'm trying to figure out too. I'm like, what did you say? Like, this didn't just happen. What did you say? I don't know.
How did you get him? Like, unless Aaron Donald was just like having a bad day.
Maybe.
Like, what did you possibly do to get beat up that bad?
That's for real.
Sheesh.
Hopefully that dude didn't even try to start a fight with Aaron Donald. Because some of these guys are like crazy. Because there was that one with the Walmart where someone was just trying to fight a basketball player.
Yeah.
I don't know if people are like out here trying to get reckless in the street and just try to take on athletes and think they like, oh, I saw that guy take out a basketball player. Now it's my turn. I can do this.
People just stupid.
Yo, but my thing is this, even let's just say you were feeling gully, right? Let's just say you were like in the club or you're at a bar or whatever, and like you're feeling gully. You maybe like 3 hennies to the head, and you just like, yo, I could take on anybody who comes my way. And Aaron Donald walks up to you, and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
No, that's the last person you pick up. That's like picking a fight with The Rock. Like you don't want that smoke. Like
I can't even think of an NFL player that could fight him. You know what I mean? Like, nah, he's some Joe Schmo thinking it. Nah, looking like that, he gonna be stuck like that for a little bit too. Yeah, I don't know. When I saw that, I'm just trying to figure out what did you say.
Sorry to that man. I had no idea. I gotta know when that man's face clears up. I want him to tell that story on exactly what transpired, because. That was Ari. He wasn't a crackhead. He was a regular person.
He got to be a crackhead to think that made sense. I don't know, bro. It makes no sense. But we going back to the lines. Mellow Man March 7. What is good, bro? How you doing? How you feeling?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up?
Not much, man. I just wanted to start off with a little vocals, if y'all don't mind.
Oh, yeah, by all means, hit it with the vocals. Go ahead.
All right, here you go. Oh, man, you know what? Forget it. It was for you, CK. And I wonder if this is all I know.
Oh, my outro. Oh, okay. Yo, that's what's up. All right. I respect. That's what's up. Okay.
The suspense was
amazing.
I've
been listening, long time listener, man, at your show. And obviously KnicksFanTV as well. But just wanted to put out there, at the end of the day, I'm looking at it, and I get into an argument with my friends a lot, and they say Zion this, Zion that. Yes, Zion is the man, but I tell them, I say, we have a Zion on our team, but he's just less athletic. Zion to me is athletic Randall without the jump shot. Does that make any sense to y'all?
Yeah, because I think Ines Kanter said the same thing, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. And so what I want to know is this, because my brother was and I'll leave it with you with this question. I was talking to my brother. My brother said if he had an opportunity to get an Evan Mobley, because chances are we're not going to be able to get a Cade Cunningham, and we're not going to be able to get a Suggs. If we had Mitch out on the table, and then one of our picks, whether it was the Dallas pick or our own pick, along with a Knox, would you trade that for an Evan Mobley? Not both first round picks, but just a Mitchell first round pick and a Knox.
Okay. All right, we'll talk about that. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate you. That's a good question. I think we
right. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we kind of talked about that on Monday. You good? We'll wait. Actually, we good? We'll wait. No, we good.
I need a tissue for
Oh man!
Someone said KnicksFanTV got talent.
KnicksFanTV, look, we just over here making shows for the future. The off season, we gonna be set, yo. I'm telling you.
Oh,
we got a dating show now. We got KnicksFanTV, got talent.
Somebody said we had a versus battle now.
Hello, March, man. We appreciate you, though, bro.
Oh my God.
But he did bring up something that I kind of tiptoed on a little bit on Monday, talking about the Evan Mobley thing. Now, I don't know if this is the time to have that conversation, but he did tiptoe around something that I was saying on Monday as far as, making some sort of move to move into that, top 7, 5, whatever the case may be. But the move having to include a guy like Mitchell Robinson and, like he said, Knox or something else, and obviously a pick or two to get somebody like Evan Mobley or just somebody in that top 10 or whatever. That was just me just throwing something together that's in my brain, but we're hearing it from somebody else. How realistic do you think that is, Alex?
To move up.
Like maybe top 10. And with the Mitchell Robinson and draft pick, something.
He said Mitch, a draft pick, and Knox.
Knox, yeah, that's what he said. Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't even know if that. Maybe that does it. I think you probably get on the lower end,
like 8, 9, right?
Yeah, like 8 and 9. Even then, I think you should be able to just trade Mitch and a pick to get up to maybe that level. I don't know. I think maybe not. Like maybe Knox. It depends what they feel about Knox, because I guess you're looking at Knox and he has like one more year of his rookie scale contract, and it depends what you want to do with Mitch, if you want to extend him and all that type of stuff too. But I think I think the best way to do it is just package. Unless they feel like there's a center in the draft who they want to draft later.
Yeah,
you just probably better off just moving most of those picks just to move up and have your picking. That's just my thought, though.
Yeah. Nah, I
agree with that.
And in the Zion point, I'm coming to you, Ash, because you were the big RJ. You call him the 9 god. The comparison he was talking briefly on Zion Williamson getting a lot of love, but that it's not quite warranted just yet. So we talked on RJ, but let's talk about Zion, the guy we played tonight. What's your feelings on Zion Williamson? Because we're seeing him play point guard now this year. He started his career in the NBA, athletic as hell, and this year I feel like we've seen probably 2 or 3 dunks coming from Zion Williamson because he's playing a little bit more bully ball in the paint. Like he said, he's a Julius Randle with a little bit more hops. Shout out to Nez Cantor. What's your vibe with Zion Williamson?
I think Zion is learning different parts of his game, right? I think,
right.
When you first get into the league, especially when you don't go ahead and you play overseas or you play in any of those leagues there, you are still in kind of like a college mindset. And in a college mindset, it's the teams are formatted a lot differently than the NBA. So I think that he was still making that transition. So you were seeing a lot more titillazing. Is that the word? Titillazing? Is that the word? Yeah.
Titillating?
Yeah, you were seeing a lot more titillating play from him in terms of like dunks and things like that, but it wasn't really, the basketball IQ wasn't on the NBA level, I would say. And I think now you're seeing him kind of get into his game a little bit more, get into his bag a little bit more. And I think you're going to see less dunks from him and more actual basketball moves from him. You're going to see more post-ups. You're going to see more, three-pointers. You're going to see more driving it to the rim because now he's starting to add more tricks to his bag. And I think that just comes when you start learning more about you as a player and you start hitting those different peaks as a player, those different plateaus, those different levels, and you start to grow. So it's just normal. What?
The chat. I'm sorry, the chat. The chat is so stupid. They're like, you're like, Tilly, they're like, tantalizing, tenderizing, chicken tenders. Like, it's so stupid.
I couldn't think of the word. I was still on the freaking, the sing along. That threw me all the way off. Like,
the chat, man. Yo, this is so extra
totally understandable.
The chat
the chicken
is
tenders.
so like.
Oh my god, the chicken tenders lost me.
Someone said, "What is the word?" It's. And you know what? I know the word. Obviously, I went to college. It's just I have so many things in my head.
One of the two words.
I just.
Oh my god.
Obliterating. Someone said obliterating and tenderizing. The chat is out of control. Like I have to disable this when I can't.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I was trying to hold it in.
They're getting me hungry though. Tenders and barbecue.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I saw that too. Golly.
Can I tell you how much I like? I don't care how old I get. Chicken tenders are just always a go-to. Like,
100%.
You can never go wrong with chicken tenders and honey mustard. Like,
fact.
Someone said tabulated.
I hate them, yo. I hate them. Damn chat. And the thing is, Ashley was killing that take. She was killing that Zion take.
Teletubby.
I'm so sick of y'all, man. Everybody, all of a sudden, everybody cried.
I forgot the rest of my Zion take.
I know. I'm so sorry, but they just threw me off. Oh god.
Who's LeVar Ball, not Lamar Ball.
Oh my gosh, man. Clyde Nash is one of them. I'm so sorry that I was not ready for that. They said tenderizing. Anyways,
that's hilarious.
But yeah, what says you, Alex? Do you have anything to add on the Zion Williamson take? Because I feel like there's a lot of different takes we were hearing. I'm not saying you're one of them, but people were saying that RJ gonna have that better career, and who knows what's gonna happen. But Zion's he like Ashley said, he's finding that game a little bit more here in year two. May not be getting as many of the dunks, but he is scoring very effectively. We saw at the beginning of the game, averaging 25, shooting 60% from the field. So what's your 2 cents on Zion?
No, I think Ashley hit the nail right on the head.
Until I got to the tenders.
Oh man, no, Zion's just learning his game. Under Stan Van Gundy. Whew,
yeah,
to mess that name up. Under Stan Van Gundy, he's trying to develop Zion's game to be a little more expansive than just being a highlight reel of like a dunk machine. He's trying to have the ball in his hand, make him more of a playmaker, kind of what Julius Randle's doing right now, just being that point forward, and it's working. Having Zion, your most dominant, creative playmaker, just handle the rock like we've seen it with James Harden and like Kevin Durant. Like you want these guys to be best with the ball in their hand. So yeah. I get it. So it's just going to take time for him to develop his game.
Now I know this isn't Pelicans
TV.
Oh, go
and I know RJ said that he was going to go ahead and try to persuade Zion to come and join him in New York at some point. Don't know how good his persuasive skill set is, right. But it would be interesting. I'm just going to say that. It would be interesting. And I went on Twitter, and Pelicans Twitter came at me crazy for stating the facts. I said that I would love to see Zion leave New Orleans and go elsewhere when his rookie contract was up. I just don't think historically the Pelicans know how to deal with superstar talent. You look at Anthony Davis, you look at Chris Paul. Yeah. I mean, JJ Redick has even come out, not saying that he's in the same category as those guys, but he even came out and said that their management skill set in New Orleans is just not up to par with other franchises, other organizations. I think that Zion's development, that next tier that you want to see a rookie, well, he won't be a rookie then, but the next tier you want to see a player hit, I just don't think he can hit that in New Orleans. And I know people were coming at me crazy. I guess it's because Drew Brees left and now they're in their feelings. But I said what I said. I stand by that.
You can leave them out of this. You didn't have to bring the Saints into this. I'm not part of that.
I'm sorry.
You didn't have to bring the Saints into this, but
sorry. I love New Orleans.
Jameis, baby.
One of my favorite cities.
Crab legs. Anyways, yeah, no, I trust me. I've gone my strays. I didn't realize Pelicans fans were out there on Twitter because I got my strays when I started this whole Zoe to NY movement. I got hit by a lot of Pelicans fans. I'm like, you can't have him. Yeah, he's staying here forever. Zion to Zoe or Zoe to Zion forever. I got a lot of those strays too. So yeah, I guess they're pretty crazy over there. I didn't know they existed, but shout out to them.
Shocking. I didn't even know there's that many Pelicans fans. Honestly, you and me both. Because when I was in New Orleans last, I went down there for Mardi Gras, and I went to a Pelicans game. I actually got to see Giannis play his rookie season down there, go against Anthony Davis, and tickets were cheap. We got $80 and we were by the court. So
that's crazy.
Dang.
Yeah, $80. So I didn't know there's Pelican fans out there. That's news to me.
Yeah, I thought it was a football town.
There's Pelicans Twitter. There's Bucks Twitter. There's a Twitter fan base for everything.
We getting some updates. I'm seeing updates in the chat. Important updates as to this Heat game right now. It's looking like the Heat are blowing the game right now against the Nuggets. Yeah, it's 7 minutes to go. The Nuggets are up 111 to 89. Hopefully, if nothing crumbles in the next 7 minutes, the Nuggets are looking like they're about to take out the Heat. While over on the other end, Dallas and Memphis are going into overtime. So those are two games that we're on that we're watching right now. Okay. Hey, Denver. We appreciate y'all.
Wow.
We appreciate you guys.
Just the game winner to beat Memphis. God dang
it. Wait, so it counted? I was hearing that too.
Yes, 114 to 113. I'm watching the replay right now.
Oh, shoot. Well.
Oh, what a crazy shot.
I don't like it. Well, damn. No.
Wow.
I guess Luka's good or whatever. Damn it, Luka.
Double team too. Just like slanged it out there.
Yeah, everyone's saying Luka.
That was a crazy shot.
Damn it, Mavericks. All right, well, whatever. Shout out to the Nuggets. That's because they're the real MVPs tonight. Memphis couldn't do it for us tonight, but they're probably mad at us.
Let me see if he actually. I don't know if I can't tell if he actually balls up. I don't know.
Play by Ashley. Are they reviewing it? Is it being reviewed right now?
Looks like it's being reviewed, but I can't tell from this angle if the backboard was already lit up when the ball was still in his hands. I can't tell, but it looks like they're going to give it to him.
TM said, CK, you missed a smooth transition. Speaking of chicken.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
So, and it's a 3? Because I'm still seeing 113. I don't know.
No, it's 114, 113 now. They gave it to him.
Well, whatever. Well, shout out to the Nuggets. Yeah, right. Speaking of chicken nuggets, chicken tenders. Shout out to the Nuggets. And speaking of shout out to Manscaped, who is presenting tonight's show, KnicksFanTV post game, presented by none other than Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com/Knicks, and you can get yourself any product on there, 20% off. Any products out there for 20% off if you go to manscaped.com right now /Knicks. Go on there and get what you need to get, fellas. Take care of business. Summer's coming up. But yeah, let's get to the super chats here a little bit. We're going in there, turning to Pelicans Fan TV for a little bit, but we gotta talk about our future prospects. Lonzo's on the way, and like Ashley said, RJ might be putting some matters behind the scenes. We might be getting Zion on the way. Who knows? But let's see what the super chats are saying. And we got this one from Angelo Carlo dropping $9.99. Appreciate you, Angelo, saying out of 16 games we have left, there are really 5 games that you can say are unwinnable. He said Phoenix 2 times, Clippers, Lakers, Denver. I think it's really realistic to win 10 more games before the season's over. I'm not saying the Lakers game is unwinnable because who knows who'll be back by the time. But me either. I don't either. That's what my next question was.
What does that mean exactly?
I was gonna ask you guys that. What do you guys appreciate saying that there is a game unwinnable for our Knicks team? Not even just this year, but just at all. Like, I understand we've had some bad seasons, but especially this year playing the way we've played. To hear a game is unwinnable, do you think that that's realistic? I mean, I feel like we can go into this any game thinking that we could probably win a game and steal a game. The Knicks are just that gritty. We're number 1 on the defensive rating for many reasons. So I feel like we have a shot to win any game we play against. Do you guys agree?
I think that I don't think any game is unwinnable. I think that there are games that are more difficult to win than others. There are games that, are going to be more of a challenge, but nothing is unwinnable and nothing is guaranteed to be winnable. Like, it's basketball. Anything can happen. I mean, you look at the game against the Timberwolves. We should have won that game. We didn't. Like, it's not about winnable, not winnable. You go in there and you compete. I don't think that any team, yes, there are teams better than us in terms of, you know, they're more complete. They may have more superstars on it. They may have been playing together longer. They may have more vets, things like that. But to say it's unwinnable, I don't like that. That's not, no, I'm not rocking with that at all.
I agree with you, Ashley. It doesn't, unwinnable means we just walk in there and we should just not even show up. We should just forfeit, go home, not even play the game.
Yeah.
And, you know, honestly, like, they're going to be, these will be difficult games. That West Coast trip will be difficult. But there's, you know, a team could just sleep on us and give us that chance to win too. They could think that we're just, you know, we're they could think of us as a middling team. You know, they see that we have a good defense. We're in the top 5 of the defensive net rating. Offensively, we're in the bottom. And they could say, hey, this is not a team that we need to take so seriously. And then we can go in there and creep up on them and take a game. That happens. We've had trap games. Other teams we will be the trap game for some other teams. So they'll show up. I wouldn't say it's unwinnable. I agree with Ashley 100%. They will just be difficult, though. We have to go in with our A game.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm with both of y'all. Yeah, just seeing that word unwinnable, I'm like, nah. I don't think anything's unwinnable. Even when we're bad, there's no such thing as an unwinnable game. They will be tough for damn sure. But yeah, I'm with you guys on that one. No, nothing is unwinnable, especially for this Knicks team right now. Let's keep it going with the super chats. We're getting a few more super chats coming in. We got another one from Chuck D. Shout out to Chuck D. Hit the PEs in the chat right now. Another $19.99 coming from Chuck. Love the support. Appreciate you, man. He says, if we still getting through the Ewing curse, Nets got the Dr. J curse. First New Jersey, then when I was a teen, then New Jersey, now Brooklyn. I'm surprised Austin Rivers didn't go there. Nets gone from Hudson to East to Hutchinson and back. River jumping. Yeah, that would have been funny. I think that, I don't know if Ashley could have handled that if Austin Rivers ended up in Brooklyn. I think that she would have. She's mad at him where he's at right now. If he went to Brooklyn,
I wouldn't have been upset if Austin Rivers ended up in Brooklyn. I would have been upset if Austin Rivers ended up in Brooklyn and all of a sudden could shoot consistently. Then I would have a problem because it would be like, oh, that's how you're coming. Now you can go ahead and have your Utah game every single night.
Every night, right?
Brooklyn, no, we're not going to do that. So if he does it in Denver, at least I don't have to watch it consistently. Like,
that's so true. That is facts. Let me see. We got any more? Yes, we got another one coming from Lloyd Barker. He's saying Pelicans Twitter. Do they really exist? That's like that's like the Nets fans. I don't believe you, Ash. Miami is losing, by the way. Yeah, we had that update on that one. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. There's a thing. There's a few of them out there buzzing around, but Pelicans Twitter is a thing. I got my share of hate from Pelicans Twitter too. So they're there. They're there. Yeah. They're wherever they are, but they're there. Paul Robinson saying the Nets should have went to New Orleans or Seattle. Shout out to the $2 from Paul and also the $5 from Lloyd. What would you guys have thought about that? Now, I don't know where you guys' stance are with basketball being back in Seattle. I want to see the Sonics back. I think it would have been great because the Nets go to Seattle and there's no way they stay the Nets. The Nets would probably blow up and then it'd be the Seattle Supersonics and the Nets would be gone. And there's no Nets in the NBA and everybody would be happy. But if that was a thing that happened, if Jay-Z decided to move them to Seattle rather than move them to Brooklyn.
He doesn't own the team and he is not an owner.
I'm saying then at that time. Because he was a part of the reason why they're in Brooklyn. I'm saying then at that time, if he had then picked up and decided to go to Seattle instead, would the hate still have been there for the Seattle? They would not be the Nets, the Seattle Supersonics, but that team, or what would the thoughts have been? That's a very good question. What says you guys?
I think
when it comes to the Nets,
because it would be the Nets, it would be the New Jersey Nets. With that same team we knew, I don't know who was on that team at the time, because nor do I care. But that team, instead of them going to Brooklyn, they went to Seattle now, and I want to see a Seattle team. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but it was that Nets team. Then do I now hate them because even though, yes, they might turn into Sonics now, they're going to be – yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you guys, they're gone. Nets
I
go
think
vanish.
I think it'd be different because people would just be so happy to have Seattle basketball back.
Right.
That nobody would care about the fact that they came from New Jersey or they were once a New Jersey team and now they're in. I don't think anyone would care. I think the narrative has exploded the way it has because they're in Brooklyn. You know, for the longest time, New York was the only team in New York. And the narrative has been pushed that this brand new team can just come in and invade the territory that didn't even belong to them. Yeah. They were on the other side of the Hudson for the longest time. And that's where the rivalry has come from, because there's not a real beef between Knicks. I think the media in their mind thinks like there's a real beef between Knicks fans and Nets fans. Most Net fans are still in high school. We're not beefing with children. Like, we're just not. Like, we're not beefing with TikTokers. We're not beefing with kids. Can you guys even go? Can you guys even vote? Did you even vote in this past election? Were you eligible? Like, I'm not beefing with you guys. We don't care. The media thinks that, like, you see a Nets fan like on the D train and it's like, I'm gonna fight you. Like, no, we don't care. Like, you guys care. So I don't, Like, it's smoke when you like come at us. It's smoke when you start talking now. We run New York stuff, but we don't care about you. Nobody in New York will be at the parade if you guys win a championship, except TikTokers and Instagram influencers. Like, no real New York is gonna be there. Like, it's gonna be okay. So
I co-sign everything that 100%. And I do want to see a team back at Seattle. I mean, when you go out there, you just see the stores are still filled with Seattle Supersonic gear. So they just need a team. Pull them back out there, NBA, please. They just need another team.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. Yeah, they aren't the Nets anymore. If they went to Seattle, they would be the Sonics, and I wouldn't even think twice about who they were or who they are. No, they are the Sonics, and I would be happy about that, and I could care less about anything else there. And like I said, it'd be a win-win situation because then now there's no other team. The Jersey team would have been gone, and that Brooklyn team would have been gone. So it would have been a win-win situation, and basketball is back in Seattle. Everyone would have been happy, where there's an actual fan base, but...
Someone in the chat said, "Nah, if I see a Nets fan on the D train, I'm banging it on him."
Well, except for that guy. But yeah, I feel you guys on that. But yeah, we got our closer. I wasn't sure if we were gonna get him this week, but you know who figured it out? He found his way through the Discord. You know, Rivers. He was trying to figure out his way. He's going through the jungle. He called me a few times. He figured it out. He's understood. He knows what to do to make sure that he can give you guys the gospel. No CP in the building. We got, CP Light in the building. But J Boog is here to close us out. And I'm so happy to have him. J Boog, bless us with the words, man. How you doing, bro?
Salute to the team. Salute to everybody following, man. I'm glad to figure this thing out, you know what I'm saying? It took me 2 games to get this thing right, man. 2 games, man. I'm glad to be back with the fam, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my man, CK2K holding it down. And shout out to, you know what I'm saying, the smooth brother over there. I ain't gonna give you the Franco look this time. I'm gonna hit you with the P Sampras, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to the young Mariah Carey and everybody that's following the whole nation, you know what I'm saying? Everybody switching up and changing up. Oh, y'all like the corn? Y'all missing the cornrows? Y'all wanted the braid back? Nah, guess what? I'm gonna turn to the Mickey Mac. That's right. He got the little crisscross haircut dude right now. You know what I'm saying? He on one right now. This the Julius Randle tour right now. You know what I'm saying? He knocking off everybody that he's in revenge for, and he gonna end the whole thing up in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they lucked up and hit a buzzer beater tonight, man. The man was on his knee when he shot a trade, man. God bless him for doing that. But we on a mission right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? That's 4 games in a row. That's the 4 horsemen, man. That's Arn Anderson. That's Ole Anderson. That's Tully Blanchard. Woo! And the Ric Flair. First time all year round. We've been knocking at this door 6 times, man. 6 times we had 3 games winning streak. Now we got a 4-game winning streak, man. Tell me who can't love and appreciate this team right here, what we doing, man. You gotta love it, man. You gotta be back behind them, man. You gotta be promoting them, man. You gotta be riding with us, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't, then you somewhere far, far away right now. You gotta appreciate everything we doing, man, from all the way from the office all the way to the last man on the bench, you know what I'm saying? Everybody putting in that hard-earned work, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta love it, man. We ain't even playing no game. We doing our thing so smooth and so easy. You got Lonzo Ball over there on the other side clapping for the wrong team on the wrong basket end, you know what I'm saying? But that's all good and dandy, you know what I'm saying? He want to be a part of us, you know what I'm saying? He's still clapping in New Orleans for us, you know what I'm saying? That's a good look. And I gotta support my man, you know what I'm saying, Birch, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me how many guards, you know, come off the bench can play the 1, 2, or the 3. It's time to start, you know, solidifying some of my guys. So I can hear it right now. Beep, beep, beep. Back the brake truck up, man. Get that man some paper, you know what I'm saying? Stop holding on to that bread. We still got money on the side right now that we ain't doing nothing with it. Get that man some bread, because sooner or later we got to start paying some of our own people and bringing them back and letting everybody know we appreciate the hard work, everything you're doing, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to start paying people and building this roster, because you can't keep switching the bench out every year, you know what I'm saying? And really, I like Lonzo Ball, and I hear y'all talking about it, but I'm going to set the fire off right now. If I can get my hands on that boy Devontae Mitchell, you know what I'm saying, coming out of Baylor, I'm telling you, I ain't even going to go draft Lonzo, because that boy is a 6'2", bigger size, you know what I'm saying, Ty Lawson. He can get it from the mid-range, the long range. He got the handle to go left or right, and he play on court, full court defense, you know what I'm saying? And he's a champion, and he ain't scared. He got heart. He got to learn to make free throws, you know what I'm saying? But RJ had to do that from his first years too, but he got better at them too, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just throwing something else out there, man. But I appreciate the 4-game winning streak we got right here, you know what I'm saying? And tell CP, you know what I'm saying? Go and take your time. Go and take 2 weeks off, you know what I'm saying? We on a win streak, you know what I'm saying? The squad got it. Everybody holding everything down, you know what I'm saying, to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? We love and miss you, man, but we rocking. You deserve a break, because you've been going hard ever since, you know what I'm saying, the off season last year, you know what I'm saying? So you got a team right here that you build and you put together, you know what I'm saying? And they appreciate it, and they got you, they holding it down, and everybody's still following suit, you know what I'm saying? Only one ain't following suit is that dude Max Kellerman. He talking about his throat was hurting. Nah, your throat won't hurt. It was the Knicks going upside the Lakers. So we already knew you was gonna fake out and wasn't gonna show up that next day, you know what I'm saying? But it's all cool. You showed up the next day, you know what I'm saying? But my man gonna still get at you, man. And I gotta stick to the quarantine, you know what I'm saying? Everybody stay healthy and safe, man. Protect yourself, protect your loved ones, you know what I'm saying? Protect your home, spray Lysol, you know what I'm saying? Use Clorox, do anything you gotta do, stay healthy and safe, man. That thing is still out there. It don't care about nobody, who you are, where you're from, what state, no city, no country, no nothing, man. It is not racist, man. So please, man, protect yourself and love your one. Y'all have a great one night, you know what I'm saying? And I'll see y'all in Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Peace, love, and happiness.
Oh, love, J-Bo. Appreciate you, man. That's another one, yo. You know,
and the church said, amen.
Amen. Everyone put a 5 in the chat. Put 5s, man. That was a
Drop
great
those
call.
5s in the chat. Hashtag, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want no excuses. J Book, like you heard him say it here, he made sure he found his way on the Discord. So that means you guys can make sure you find your way on the Discord. Just hit that Discord link, drop down to the lounge, and we'll get you in the show on Friday when we play against the Mavs. But J Book, man, I'm so glad he made 4 games in a row, and it feels better now that we got blessed with the vocals of J Book. He was sounding crispy with this Discord. I'm just gonna say, J Book was sounding real crispy on that Discord.
He was sounding like
it was great.
like HD. It
Man.
was like Def J Boogie. I felt like he was right next to me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the gospel hit different tonight from J Book, man. That Discord hits way different. But yeah, that's it, man. 4 games in a row. The Knicks take out the Pelicans 116-106. A beautiful game, beautiful win. We got to keep this thing going. But you know what it is, guys. You know, KnicksFanTV post game brought to you by Manscaped. But you know what it is. This is the cast. It's boy CK. Alex, who are you? Let them know where they can find you, bro.
Okay, Ash, another great show. A lot of fun. Knicks on a 4-game winning streak. We in here. But for all you Knicks, for Knicks Nation, we better see you back here on Friday, because guess what? I'm not gonna say it. I don't want like CK. I was gonna say it. I was feeling a little frisky. No. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want everyone to come back at me saying, you Jake. But you can all find me over at Hoops Habit, part of the Fanside Network. You can find some of my writing at KnicksFanTV.com. Make sure to check out that website. You can also find me at my podcast, Knicks Jets, etc. It's on all streaming platforms. And if you're into sports betting, you can find me over at Tally Site.
Love it. Ashley, speak to him.
So, first and foremost, the Miami Heat have lost, which means The New York Knicks are officially in that number 6 spot. Hit me. Everyone drop 6s in the chat right now. #6. We got the 9 guy. We got the 6 seed. It's a good time. But while we wait on Friday's game, as usual, you guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @AshleyNicoleMoss. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, All In with Ashley Nicole. I'll be dropping a new video on Friday. And as always, during the week, Sports Illustrated. You can catch me on SNY weekends. And I look forward to being back here with you on Friday when we go 5 in a row. And we also rub it in Porzingis' face.
Tell him, man. It's your boy CK. You can find me everywhere at CK2K. But this week, with this cast right here that we got going on, we're in the words of Julius Randle and Reggie Bullock, we got a big 15, but in our words, we got a big 4. So with one of them down, the big 3 has stepped up, and I feel like we're doing good. 2-0 for us this week. You know where you can find us. Find anywhere that you can find your podcast. You can find the audio only version there. Manscaped people, manscaped.com/Knicks. And you can get your 20% off Manscaped. You want to hit them with that outro one more time, CP Light, or you think you got that? You say you're going to work on the impression. So you want to hit them with that?
What is it? Oh my goodness!
We gotta wait. Have Ari drop the script. Ari, drop.
Ari, hit us that script. I don't even know the script. Yeah.
He has it. Ari, drop the script in the chat. You know what it is.
Here, no time. But while we wait for that script, I'm gonna read we have a few more super chats. I'm gonna read here while we wait on Ari. When we find it, you better copy and paste that thing. But let me get these last few super chats. There's one more. It's Daniel Bloom with $4.99. Appreciate you. He says, keep Mitch and take Johnny Juzang with that first pick. I've been hearing about him. Former Kentucky guy and fills a need for us, and then signed Lonzo. Knicks are set up long term. Yeah, there's a lot of names. I can't wait to talk about that in the offseason, but right now the Knicks are playing well, and I'm enjoying the Knicks winning. But yeah, there's a lot of potential and a lot of names that we will be talking about here in a little bit. Yeah, we're all caught up on our super chats. Did we get that script from Ari?
I think Ari's typing it out. And again, if you guys are just joining or you missed the announcement, CP is on load management this week.
Yeah.
He will be back this weekend, or he'll be back Monday for Monday's show. He is taking some days to rest his legs, to rest his shooting arm.
Yeah, man.
Getting us ready for the playoffs, and he will be back. Oh, there's the script for you.
There it is. All right.
There's a script, Alex.
Here we go.
Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. This podcast is available on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Alexa. Salute to Knicks Nation and salute to mods. We out.
That's it.